Hello everybody, I am the Navy Spider, and welcome to our first episode of Movie Links. Now, what is Movie Links, you might be asking? Well, it's where we watch movies, and we put them together with other movies, to come out with the final product, which is a movie that has already come out. But what we're going to start with is the Flashpoint Paradox movie. And Justice League War. Now, some of you may be asking, well, I've seen both of these movies, and I don't see them linking up. Well, in the end of Flashpoint Paradox, there is an end credit scene. And that end credit scene shows Darkseid's minions coming through the same portal that was in Justice League War. And the same minions that were in Justice League War. So, what I'm saying is, I'm pretty sure that Justice League War is linked to Justice League Flashpoint Paradox. But we have to make for sure, so we have to find evidence. So, let me find the evidence. Flash in the movie, Reverse Flash in the movie at the beginning of Flashpoint Paradox says it doesn't matter if we die, because tomorrow is another day. And I thought what that meant was, what do you mean? It makes no sense. But what it actually meant was Reverse Flash reversed the timeline. So when that event occurred, it would send Flash back in time to save his mother, and then change the timeline where Bruce Wayne was shot and murdered instead of his parents, and Superman was locked up as a national alien test subject. And Wonder Woman was at war with Aquaman. They called it the Great War. So, what really happens in this movie is the Justice League spreads apart. And in this movie, Green Lantern never existed. He was killed by Aquaman. Cyborg was also killed by Aquaman. But it was in the grave fight of sending Flash back home and altering the timeline. Also, at the end of Flashpoint Paradox, Flash hands Bruce a letter, which that letter has the information of why Bruce Wayne's dad got murdered, and his mother. So what he said, and also that also links to Justice League War. And did I also forget to say at the beginning of this video that those two movies are also linked to Justice League Dark, which it is the same Batman from Justice League Dark. What I saw in Justice League Dark and Flashpoint Paradox was the characters were the same in the Paradox world. It was a Batman with red eyes, but it wasn't Bruce Wayne. And there was the demon from hell. But too bad we didn't get to see Constantine or Zatanna. That was a real bummer. But that would have made the movie a whole lot worse. And what I mean by a whole lot worse is when you link the two movies together with adding Justice League War, you can see there are many resemblances. So, say that Flashpoint Paradox is like, say, like a tree. Flashpoint Paradox is the trunk. And Justice League War and Justice League Dark branch off of that. It's more or less like that than it is its own separate movie. So what you might be saying is that, well, what you might be thinking is that they might be sequels. I looked into it. They are not sequels. They are our own separate movies. But I don't like to believe that, so did a little more research in, and what I found out was the movies are all branching off of each other. And in conclusion, that means Flashpoint Paradox is linked to Justice League War and Justice League Dark. Thank you, everybody, and like the video, subscribe, and hit that little bell. They're very much well appreciated. And goodbye.